A long song, huh? Hello and welcome to the moment you've all been waiting for. Yes, it's time for the DDKS 2012 Draft Selection Show Spectacular. I am your host and commissioner of the league, and we have the lovely assistant Vanna Horn working the camera tonight. So, let's get right to it. Over here on the top, we have the list of teams that are eligible for this year's draft selection show. We have everybody's favorite shocking team, the Dream Team, aka the Cardinals, 1.21 gigawatts, the Asshats, the Audubon Hoodlums who don't live in Audubon, the Johnny Utahs, and the ever-creative Wes Welker. To begin the draft, we will take these 6 names, and we'll perform the first step of our completely double-blind randomization process. Okay, we will now take all 6 teams and randomly shuffle them around. Don't worry folks, it gets a little more random than this. Now, our first new feature for this year. You've all heard of the Draftmaster 2000, the Draftmaster 2100. Well, this year there will be a Draftmaster 2200, but before we get there, let's not jump ahead of ourselves, Vanna. We will first use the all-new, well, it's actually an oldie but a goodie, the Draftmaster 7. It may look like an ordinary punch bowl to you, but I assure you, this is the way your grandfathers selected how to draft in their fantasy drafts. Okay, now that there's all nice and mixed and we don't know which one's which, we will come over here and we will grab our envelopes 1 through 6. Because we love randomizing things, we will now shuffle the envelopes. And we will now select the names out and randomly put them into envelopes. We will now apply a foolproof, tamper-proof seal to each envelope. Finally, we will place the envelopes back on to the draft board. Now, of course, we have the moment everyone's been waiting for. The all-new Draftmaster 2200. What are the new features, you ask? Well, for first, we have this nice racing stripe that seems to have fallen off that was used to be down the side. Second, we have this new tamper-proof locking system so that when the balls go in, we ensure they don't come out. The tamper-proof system is brought to you by a Holiday Inn. Okay, we are now ready to begin the draft. I will take the balls numbered 1 through 6 and place them into the Draftmaster. I will then apply the tamper-proof lock. We're now ready to begin the process. Let's get the sign out of the way. First of all, before we get started, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the large crowd that's in attendance today. Please, everybody, give yourself a hand. A large turnout, as always. Now, if you would, Vanna, turn on the Draft Master. We will now see the order for this year's envelopes. The envelope for the first pick is the number 4 envelope. Please put the number 4 envelope first. The envelope for the second pick is the number 3 envelope. The envelope for the third pick is the number 2 envelope. The envelope for the fourth pick is the number 5 envelope. The envelope for the number 6 pick is the number 6 envelope. And for the number 6 pick is the number 1 envelope. So that's 4, 3, 2, 5, 6, 1. We've now doubled our crowd size. And now we will find out the order for this year's draft. The 6th selection in the 2012 DDKS draft goes to the Audubon hoodlums who don't live in Audubon. The number 5 pick in the 2012 DDKS draft goes to 1.21 gigawatts. The number 4 pick in this year's draft goes to the Dream Team. So for those of you keeping track at home, that leaves Johnny Utah's, the S-Hats, and Wes Welker for the top 3 spots. The number 3 pick.
That video's been so shocking.
It's fucking 10 minutes long.
In this year's draft goes to the S-Hats. That means that we're down to just the Johnny Utahs and Wes Welker. The number 2 pick in this year's draft goes to Wes Welker, which means for the 2nd year in a row, the number 1 pick. Let's see if you can trade it again this year. Last year he traded it to the eventual champ. Goes to the Johnny Utahs.